to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. This is louder. It's getting louder, like gradually. Welcome or welcome back. How you doing? Let's see what's going on with your manifestations. It's Manifestation Monday here on my channel. So we'll see if I get specific details or if it's just kind of like a general reminders of the principles of manifesting. I personally follow and believe the law of assumption, which is like a Neville Goddard, right? With my own little tweaks on it, okay? But you have to look it up if you want, or listen to me, you know? I'm not an expert by any means, but I kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty good at manifesting, so I'm excited to get it done. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend if you're watching this the day that I post it. I will say, as I was lighting my sage, first of all, you can't tell, but this candle, when I lit it, brand new candle, when I lit it, the flame was like this big, right? So huge fire, like a lot of fire. And then when I was lighting my sage and I I put it over the candle flame, and then I blew on it with my mouth, and it was popping off embers. So I don't know if like your manifestations are popping up, like popping off. You can kind of feel like the energy, it's like really hot. I guess by hot energy is just like you can kind of tell that things are getting there. I don't know. I also feel called to use the Moonology Oracle deck and to read the book on the cards. So I'm going to do that. All right, let's jump in for you, clear for me. And let's get it going. This volume increases so gradually that you almost feel like a crazy person. You're like, is that getting louder? And it is, because it's just so subtle. Spirit, my higher self, my darling higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my wonderful darling and for the highest good of everybody involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you so much for being here. We got the garbage truck coming. Let's see. We're clearing out some junk thoughts. Let's see. What does my darling need to know for their manifestations? You're very close to achieving your goal. A fiery climax approaches. When I tell you I'm an energy reader, I can literally predict what's happening. That's sometimes, and don't go crazy with it. I'm not a prophet. But like things popping off, fiery. I knew that was significant. Thanks, Spirit. Thank you for confirming my intuition. I appreciate you. Okay. What else do we need to know? Full moon in Aries. I'm an Aries. So, Aries is the initiate too. The initiate. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. You got 2 fire cards there, honey. Fire, passion, inspiration. Spiritual, like oneness. That's like, fire is like your soul, your spirit. Inspiration, passion, all of the soul food stuff. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. I'm gonna give my little descriptor, and then I'm gonna read the book for you, okay? The 5D is so much more expansive than the 3D because energy is always around, but the 3D is very temporary. Things are constantly changing in the 3D. Things can change in the 5D too, but it's very intentional. Okay, I don't know why I'm hearing like, oh my gosh, what is that phrase? It's like energy is like never destroyed. What is that? Energy is never destroyed, it just changes. Something like that, right? So, okay. The bigger picture, if you're kind of got a narrow sight on just your physical, tangible 3D experience, the circumstances in front of you right now, you have to realize the bigger picture that what you're experiencing right now is a manifestation from your past, okay? The 3D is delayed. The 5D is what you pour into your life, right? The energy that you pour into your life, your soul, your passion, your initiation, all of that. You use your soul, you use the 5D, and then it manifests here. So don't get discouraged by your 3D. Just realize that your 3D is your past 5D. Okay, that's what you were experiencing before. So that's why you always have control and you're always on top, because you can always change your energy. You have complete control over that. That's why you are the god of your reality, because you have control over your energy, and your energy then affects your 3D, your perception of your 3D, your reality. Your reality is what you think and believe. Okay, let's read the book. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. Oh, it's not even trying to be like gradually loud now. It's just, listen to me. Okay, where is it? Come on. Saw it. You are very close to achieving your goal. The word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But there isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want, though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you, it's just to let you know there's a fuse attached to the situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. All of this freaking spark, ember, fire energy is so potent. Maybe you're a fire sign. Maybe this is really speaking to someone with a lot of fire in their chart, okay? Attuned to the moon. So this is like an affirmation. It's, I know that I'm on the right track, okay? Additional meanings for this card is now is a good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project, and you need to get back into good health habits. All right, I like that. Okay, a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created this situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. Attune to the moon. Be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Additional meanings for this card. Be assertive. Oh, being assertive is good, just don't ride. I've never seen that word in my life, and I don't know how to say it. I'll be honest with you guys, okay? I'm going to look it up after this. I'm going to do a Google. Roughshod. It looks like rough, R-O-U-G-H, S-H-O-D, over anyone. Never heard that word. Learn something new every day. I'm excited for it. Great, let's do it. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be the issue. You need to have more fun. Okay, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Fire. Okay. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over... Fretting over minutia can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Attune to the moon. Take time out for a mini break or adventure. Additional meanings for this card. The situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. Okay. I actually like that last part because I always want to be honest with ourselves whenever we're trying to manifest things, okay? Because a lot of us, when you're starting a manifestation journey, especially people can learn about manifesting because they're in sort of dire situations that they feel like needs to change right now, right? So that they can feel better, so that they can feel whatever they're wanting to feel, right? It's like a desire for instant change, right? I think it's good to be honest with ourselves about what we're thinking, and we can acknowledge our current circumstances as existing, but we don't have to accept them as our reality permanently. You understand? We can acknowledge our thought processes. I think it's very important to be self-reflective, right? Self-reflective is something that observing your thoughts as objectively as you can, like a bystander, right? And then choosing the best route for you mentally, because the only control that you really have, you're in control of your reality with your energy, but it all starts within your thoughts, your beliefs, right? Your self-concept. It all is internal, okay? So I like saying what you're thinking and feeling now so that you can acknowledge it and then revise to think and believe as new self, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's get some tarot. Okay, Spirit, what do you want me to know? What does my darling here need to know? What's all this fire about? What's all this? What's the situation about? What do they need to know for what they're manifesting? Being close to receiving it, looking at the bigger picture, getting our impulsiveness in check. Well, what do we need to know? That wants to come out. Two of Wands. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Oh, there's the Emperor on bottom there. I'm not even done going through the deck, but that's Aries. Five of Swords. Knight of Pentacles on bottom, the Chariot. Seven of Swords, the Hermit. Queen of Cups. Lovers, okay. For what we need to know. You got double choice there. Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. This is the pull between it's a pull between choosing what you actually want. Sometimes whenever you start manifesting something specifically, because like I said, some people get into manifesting because they're in a dire situation that they want to change immediately so that they can then internally change the way that they're feeling about themselves, the way that they feel accepted or not rejected or loved or, successful or important, worthwhile. You always are, but some people try to manifest so that the 3D world can then provide them that feeling, and it doesn't work like that, because you could manifest all the right circumstances, but your fundamental belief not changing will put you into situations where you then interpret your 3D as something that confirms your unworthiness, your unlovability, your unimportance. You see what I'm saying? So there's this choice. There's this choice here. And what can happen when you start working on your internal beliefs and you start embracing your God state, your oneness with creation, your oneness in the 5D, right? Your connection to one and all, and how that oneness then makes you feel that contentment that you were already looking for something else to feel. So then you can kind of change your mind about what you want. You're like, okay, I thought I knew what I wanted, Two of Wands. I thought I knew where I was going. I thought I saw what I was looking to, what I was looking for out there. But now I don't really know. Is that really necessary? Is that really necessary for my happiness? Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Is that really necessary? Or is that worth more? Is that worth more trouble than? Is that more trouble than it's worth? Five of Swords. Is trying to manifest this specific situation more trouble than it's worth to me? It's okay if you get there and you're allowed to stop manifesting specific things. If you get to the point where something hasn't come in the 3D, but you already feel the contentment, the importance, the love, the success, isn't that successful? That is successful. That is a successful manifestation, but you've done it for yourself. And this is where the universe can provide in ways that you don't understand. Yes, of course, if you want specific things, specific jobs, specific apartment, house, place of location, person, whatever you're trying to manifest. If you want that, you can absolutely get it. But I totally get getting to a point in your manifestation where you're like, okay, I feel like I get who I am now, and I'm not really sure that it's worth manifesting that. You're allowed to reevaluate, right? But are you, I don't know how to explain this. You don't need anything outside of you to create the feeling of what you want to experience in you, right? How do I say this? Okay. It can also feel discouraging because even if you get into an energetic place where you are feeling the energy of being someone who has it all, who is it all, who is important, all of those things, right? If you get there, right, and you're not sure that it's worth the work to manifest the specific tangible things, which is totally fine, there's just this emphasis that even though things may take longer than you want, right? Because we often, this is I want my manifestation now. How do I manifest, $100,000 in 1 month? How do I manifest getting a text message in 30 seconds? I want this now, the chariot, but it's taking longer to show up in the 3D. Knight of Pentacles. The slowest, most agonizingly painful moving knight in the tarot. But don't be deceived by the silence. Don't be deceived by the quiet, okay? Because the 5D is working its magic. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening, okay? Ultimately, your goal is that oneness in your feelings. Queen of Cups, the Lovers. The Lovers is I'm getting the counterpart energy, so it's two souls that are one, right? But the whole point is that it's not that you're less whole without the other person. It's not that you're less whole without this specific job or this specific thing. It's that you find that wholeness because you realize that everything is a manifestation of your energy, right? Everything is you pushed out. Ultimately, if you're feeling fulfilled, that's great. Just stay in that. You don't have to overthink. If you're wanting to stop doing techniques and stuff, that's fine. If you're feeling the feeling, then it's fine. Okay? If you're feeling the feeling of completeness, then it's fine. If you feel drawn to stop doing certain things, then that's your soul aligning with you taking the steps even further in your manifestation. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm not being very clear. Okay, itchy nose. Okay. What else do you want me to know about this? What does my darling need to know? I thought I knew what I want. But now that I'm this far, I'm not sure that it's worth the hassle. I'm not sure that it's worth the hassle. What is that? 6 of Cups. That wanted to pop up. Why do you want me to see that? Why do you want me to see that? I'll leave it out for a second because I feel like it's significant. 6 of Cups talks about reminiscing, nostalgia. Give can be soul connections. It's being emotionally attached to something from the past. It could be past lives, past ways of thinking and believing. It's a remembering card. Five of Wands came out. Ten of Wands. Whew. All that fire again, y'all. Strength. Fire, 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 fire. Fire, 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 fire. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Three of Cups. Or Three of Swords. Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. I just feel like this is emphasizing that I'm talking to someone who's just like kind of over the methods. That's okay. That's all right. It's okay if you don't feel the same way about manifesting what you want as you did before, because you're not the same person who started manifesting what you wanted before. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you've grown so much internally, and that's the best thing that you can ask for, right? Is that self-empowerment, that growth, that ability to restrain from being overwhelmed by the past, right? Being burdened by what you felt like you were before, what you were dealing with before. If you get to a point in this journey where you don't want to deal with people who made you feel like you had to compete for, you know, your place in their life, right? That prioritized other people, where there was just so many burdens, so many experiences that made you feel, one, that you were both not enough and too much. It's okay if you want to let that go. If you found the feeling within you without a specific person, I know that that's a specific story and not everyone is manifesting love or anything, but that's for someone. If you find that peace within yourself, that's amazing. And it's okay if you would rather align with just letting go of the person attached to so many negative feelings, right? So many negative memories. It's okay if you want to let that go. That's great. It's up to you, okay? Ultimately, your stability is you. The King of Pentacles, he's an amazing person, okay? This is like ideal spouse energy here, okay? This is someone who is solid, stable, committed. They make a plan. They're very meticulous. They think long term, okay? Abundant mindset, grateful, generous, okay? This is like the ideal person, right? Ace of Cups. This is new love. If you don't believe, I know this is narrowing down into someone dealing with a specific person's situation, okay? Manifesting a specific person. But if you are having a hard time believing that someone from your past could show up this way for you, and you are feeling yourself more than ever, and you're just not sure that it's worth manifesting this specific person, if it's worth the energy that it takes to rewrite the story that you tell about that person in your life, right? That's okay, right? That's okay. It's okay if you want to walk away from situations that remind you of who you were before, of old self. It's okay if you want to leave that behind. This doesn't have to be for love. I know that that's specific, but Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. With the Nine of Pentacles there. There's no wrong answers, okay? You are the author of your life, okay? You get to choose. You're not going to miss anything. You're not going to miss out on anything if you decide that the person that you thought was your person is not your person. It's okay. Because your person, that you're thinking of is not more important than you in your life. You're the one who makes everything happen for you in your life. And we appreciate the people who compliment that, but if you are feeling way too conflicted about trying to rewrite an old story because you've come so far in your self-concept, because you've come so far in your beliefs about who you are, it's up to you. There's no wrong answer, okay? There's no wrong answer. You can change your mind anytime you want. It's okay if you're feeling unsure. That's not going to ruin anything. You can't ruin anything. You're just choosing what you want. And even if you choose something that's undesirable for a spell of time, you can always re-choose a different outlet, like a different outlook. Okay? Everything is changing all the time. You are changing all the time. You are learning and growing. So it's okay if you're having doubts about whatever. Especially if your doubts are coming from a place of like, I know my worth. If you're not that you're doubting your manifestations, because this feels like I'm talking to someone who's not doubting their ability to manifest. That's not doubting their worth. That's not doubting that they can manifest. I'm talking to someone who's now like reevaluating if it's worth manifesting this one thing, right? Because you've come to a place of like contentment. That's the best thing ever. I'm glad that you're content. That's amazing. That's a win. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Okay. Is there anything else we need to know? Is there anything that you want me to tell this person? What do you want me to tell my wonderful darling? Four Wands. The fire happy. The fire happy that wanted to jump out. This is union energy. Union within the self. Solid, stable foundation of passion, right? This is soul foundation. It could be marriage, celebration of sorts in the physical. But to me, on a manifesting reading, talking about your energy and all that, it's talking about what makes you happy, what makes you content, what makes you feel solid and secure, right? It's okay to focus on your happiness, and if manifesting a certain thing is no longer making you happy, it's okay to change your mind. Ace of Swords. It's okay to change your mind. If you realize the truth about what you're manifesting and how you've come to a place within yourself that is happy, but when you think about manifesting a certain thing, it no longer makes you happy. If you had that realization, it's okay to change your mind. Devil. Eight of Wands. King of Cups. Six of Swords. This is also a fear that because you're having these thoughts, right, of wondering if it's worth it, there's this fear that because you're thinking that, that's immediately changing the energy of your manifestations in the opposite direction, right? That could be a fear that now the energy is rapidly moving away from it, right? Which is where you would find the discomfort in manifesting, right? This would be the culprit of finding the discomfort in manifesting, because if you've already come to a place where you're content and good, but then when you think about doing techniques or whatever to put you into a state of feeling the manifestation complete, the desire fulfilled, if when you think about that and you're feeling dread, and then you're thinking, great, now I'm feeling dreaded and my energy is now pouring towards this dreaded energy, and now that's going to make things go away from me, and what if I lose out? There's this like emphasis on focusing on that thought, because what that thought is a belief. So what you give power to believing is what manifests, right? What you give power into believing is what manifests. My kitty kitty. Could you not paw on the door? You're distracting me. Yeah, you're distracting me. If it doesn't matter the actual words you say, what matters is the belief behind the words, the belief behind the thought, right? You can train yourself the same way that you've trained yourself in manifesting to believe better things about yourself, to believe that you're worthy, to believe that you're good enough, to believe that you are successful, that good things are meant for you, that a good life is meant for you. The same things that you've already worked on, you can pour that same energy into saying, not every negative feeling and not every negative thought manifests for me, right? If you believe that, it's a belief. If you believe that, then it's true. If you sit there and you think, oh, if I change my mind or I feel dread, then now it's changing my manifestations, the only thing that's manifesting is the belief in that, you see? Just like I could sit here and I could, say the sky is purple. I could say the sky is purple and I could say the sky is purple. Just because I'm saying it doesn't mean that it's happening, you see? Just because I'm saying it, and maybe for a second I, put on some sunglasses and the sky looks purple, right? I'm like, wow, look at that purple sky. That doesn't change that the sky is blue, right? Because I don't believe that the sky is actually purple. So it's not just, it's the belief, the feeling of belief is the manifestation, okay? I like that the King of Cups came out because very emotionally... You need some love. You're distracting. You're distracting. The King of Cups is very emotionally balanced. So this may be emphasizing look, feelings are beliefs, right? What you're feeling is inadvertently what you're believing. So if you can get yourself to be emotionally regulated when you're having normal fluctuations of inspiration or non-inspiration, or you're just in this mode where empowered you no longer feels desperate to manifest something outside of themselves, then that's success. That's not a challenge to your manifestation. That's success in your manifestation, if you believe it. Okay? Okay, Six of Swords on bottom, King of Pentacles. Five of Cups, Five of Swords, yeah. Four Swords. Confliction with feelings. Confliction with feelings. Moving past confliction with feelings. Okay. Let's see, what else? How do I want to end this for you? Kitty kitty. Let's see. Okay, let's close it out with... Hello, I know. What should we close it out with? What do you think? I think we should close it out with Healing Angel Oracles. That's what I think we're going to close it out with. And then a... Oh, wait. Healing Angels, and then we'll do Healing Energy Oracles. Yes, we will. Hello, KK. I know. Okay. Spirit, can you please connect me to the cards that my darling needs to see here for their manifestation journey and help me to give the right message? You want to come up here? I know. I gotta get retreat at the bottom. What? Let me get their cards. Forgiveness. Emerging. This is giving that bulging energy from the gibbous moon card. Harmony. Okay. Forgiveness emerging. I'm getting a big self-forgiveness thing here, okay? Because the story that we tell ourselves, or that we have told ourselves in the past, right, is what we ended up believing to be true, right? We had our own beliefs, right? And so that when you're not consciously manifesting and you're just kind of being drug along by every feeling, emotion, that then you turn into a belief, then there's a need to forgive yourself for issues in the past where you weren't the type of person that you wanted to be, There's a need to forgive yourself for repeating a voice or an outlook that makes you believe that you're less than. There's also a need to forgive other people too. I only focus on the self thing because you can only control yourself, and I want you to feel empowered as a manifester and really embrace your full power of being a manifester, which means that you believe that you manifest everything around you, no matter what. I have done a disclaimer many times that I will say there are some things that happen in life that are atrocious and awful, and I will never say that you attracted that or manifested that into your life, ever. I do believe there are exceptions, okay? But I want, for the most part, for you to feel empowered, that you are so capable of manifesting exactly what you believe, and use that as power to change what you believe, okay? So yes, you could forgive other people for doing you wrong, or forgive situations that you dealt with, but ultimately the self-forgiveness is you standing into a place of power of you saying, I'm sorry that I was the type of person who didn't believe I was good enough, that I was the type of person who didn't believe that I was lovable, that I told myself this story, that I believed this story, that I treated myself worse than anyone could treat me in my mind and in my beliefs. I'm sorry for that, and I'm changing that, and make that apology to yourself, forgive yourself with the changed behavior of believing that you're absolutely freaking magnificent, because you are, that you're absolutely the creator of your reality, right? Okay, let me do healing energy oracles, and then I'll let you go. Spirit, can you please connect me to these healing energy oracles? What kind of healing energy does my darling need? Give me a couple cards. I think that's literally on like level 2 volume, and it's already... Got a lot of them. I said like 1 or 2, but they have different ideas. Okay. Faith. I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. Wisdom. God has a plan for me. I live here, now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed, thanks to all my efforts. Yeah. Action. Lights, camera. My divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light transforms tests into growth, challenges into opportunity, and fear into love. What are you doing, kitty? Self-love. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. Learning to love myself. Whew. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. Belief. I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. Open to the universe. I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. Trust. I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. Yep. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that, I don't know, it got a specific story in there for a second, but I hope that that was helpful. I hope that even if it's not about the specific story, that you get something to help you claim your power and your beliefs, right? Or, consciously claim your power and your beliefs, because your beliefs are powerful no matter what. Tomorrow, as Taco Tuesday, we're going to see who is talking about you. Maybe what people say. I always forget. We're just going to see who's talking about you. That's fine. Yeah. I hope to see you then. If not, that's totally fine. I hope that you have a wonderful week or a great rest of your life. Take care, and I'll see you in the comments later. I will get to all the comments tonight. I'm like, I've decided that I'm done saying that I'm behind on comments because I don't want to manifest that. So I am going to get to comments tonight. I love you so much. Okay, take care, and ta-da!